Well, good morning and welcome back to my channel. I've got the camera kind of set up temporarily here in an awkward position to kind of give you guys an overview of what I'm trying to do. This is upside down, by the way. It should actually be like this. My bad. I got a mess going on here. At any rate, as you can see, this is my case, display case. I've had it forever. This is what started my collection. We're going to take everything out of here. We're going to go over it and I'm going to show it to you. So we'll be right back. Sorry about the awkward camera work at the beginning, but I didn't know any other way to get the case in here. No pun intended. So these are all the knives, plus two that are already taken out of the case. So what I want to do is go through these one by one, wipe them down, and give y'all some information on them. And this is what started my collection, believe it or not, way back when. I don't think that one's a case. I don't know what it's doing in there. So most of these, that's a little canoe. I didn't even know I had that. Look at that red felt stuff coming off. Yuckies. All right. Well, we know this is a mini toothpick, Texas toothpick. So let's see here if I can get this stuff off. I may need to get some of my cleaner. What would that be that I need? Alcohol, maybe? This thing is stuck to it pretty good. Not liking that. Let's see what I can use, guys. Trying to think what would be good to clean that up. Hang tight a minute. I'm going to shed some light on here too. I don't have enough light to work. Alright, that should help. I may have to put on even a different set of glasses, guys. Sorry about all the BS. Okay. So this little guy, I'm going to take some of this isopropyl alcohol and get on this microfiber and see if we can clean this up a little bit. Get that crap off of there. Just need something to cut through that foam. Well, that has just gunked that up good. Doesn't want to come off. Well, let me go make another stop and get some flitz, whatever it's called. That alcohol's not cutting it. So let's see if we put a little of this on there, if that's gonna help. We'll actually apply it to the knife. It's gonna just be on the one side. Let's see if that's going to work. Of course, I had the blades open in a lot of cases, so they're going to need to be cleaned too. That's still not coming off. Can you believe that, guys? Holy crud. Well, that stained it good. Let me try something else. I've been organizing this morning and I had to go through my boxes and tear everything out. So all my organizing is not paid off. Still not coming off. That's with 4/0 steel wool. That's horrible. I was afraid of that. The only other thing I got, guys, that I know that I can maybe get it off with is this sunshine cloth. Still not coming off. I think I've damaged the knife. You can't feel it, but you can see it. That's going to be horrible. The only place I know to go after this is sandpaper, guys. Let's try that. I got some 2000 here. See if that'll work. Yeah, that's taking it off. Well, this is going to be a project if I got to do every one of these like this. And it's still not great. This is a problem, boys and girls. What do y'all suggest? Anybody got any suggestions there in the comments? I mean, I hate to do that to that bolster because it's definitely taken away from it some of its luster. Do y'all see that on there? And you can feel it, it's sticky. Let me try a little flitz and steel wool again. This is a problem, guys. I was afraid of this. The first two that I took off, I had no real issues with. It was fine. Alright, so that one's pretty good. Could be a little better, but it's better than what the other one was. Maybe that's the way to go with the flitz and the steel wool. Maybe we'll. So at any rate, to get back to my original story, I'm sorry I got sidetracked, but I'm a little ticked off about this. Of course, it's a self-inflicted wound, which is the worst kind, right? So let's just see. How that's gonna look after I shine it up. That's passable, but compared to the luster of the other side, I tell you, it's a little disappointing. So this appears to be a canoe, I think. We'll start looking these up and putting them in their right boxes so I can get them in my inventory. These came along long before I started seriously collecting knives. These were just a novelty to put in that case. And it definitely did a number on these knives, and I'm pretty ticked off. Okay, that seems to be the way to go, is flitz, 4/0 steel wool, and come back and shine that bolster up with the sunshine cloth. Seems to be working. So maybe not all is lost. Let's check the blades on this one. Not sure which way they were facing in the case. Find the nail, Nick. You can tell these are pretty new knives. New old stock, we'll call it. So we'll wipe those down. I don't see any problem with the knife blades. The bolster's cleaned up, so I'm pretty happy with that right now. Alright, so that appears to be a canoe. Toothpick, doctor's knife, toothpick, Stockman, Stockman, Stockman. This is the only blue one that was in the bunch, and it is a ROGCC model 62132 is the pattern, and the year is 2000, so this is 25-year-old knife. Tissue paper's in there. Nope. Is there a receipt though? Let's see what we got here. Did I put the receipt in there, boys and girls? It looks like I did. I bought this from Lowe's, believe it or not. Can't really make out the date. How much do you think I paid for this, guys? $37.38 out the door, including tax. And I purchased this. I can't really see it. Oh, there it is, right there. 12/30/01, which makes sense because this was born on July 11th, the year 2000. Cool. I wonder if I got receipts in any of the rest of them. Oh, I have the tissue paper too. Score all the way around. All right, I'm gonna put this one in the box because it's in good shape. I'm gonna apologize ahead if this video runs a little long, but you case guys might be interested in hanging around. If not, I understand. So that little canoe looks pretty good. I'd call that new old stock. And we're gonna put that baby up. The smaller blade had more snap. So we're gonna wrap this up in the old tissue paper. I'm probably wasting my time doing that because well, no, I probably won't take these back out now that I think about it. I don't think I'm gonna take pictures of any of these like I have for my modern knives. I got so many knives in boxes everywhere now, guys, it's not even funny. So let's see here. I'm wasting y'all's time putting a receipt in there. We're just gonna set this aside for now. I'll deal with that later. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Steel wool. Sunshine cloth. That bolster looks 100% better now. Maybe that's just the cat's meow. It'd be very upsetting if these things didn't come out nice. So you guys all know this is a miniature toothpick. Texas style. Let's get it back in its box. So this is a toothpick. Stockman, Stockman, Stockman. Doctor's knife toothpick. Alright, what color do you think? It's not the white, so it's this one down here. It's going to be the year 2001. It was born on 11/19. I guess that's, I don't know if that's for D is for Delrin or not. I don't have enough knowledge to know. The part number looks like it's 610098, stainless steel, and then it's got MN BR BW toothpick. So that's a little tiny Texas toothpick. Tissue paper's right there. Any receipt? Doesn't appear to be, but there is the original paperwork. Alright. Feeling a little better about the situation, boys and girls. That's a pretty knife too, and I like the XX on the shield. I think that's baller. Alright, so that one went away just fine. Put that over there. Let's look at the doctor's knife. This side's okay. This side needs a little love. Let's go ahead and queue up a couple of these and get them kind of, I don't know if just letting that polish settle there for a minute or two helps or not. I'm gonna say it does. Anybody wants to argue with me about that later can. Because I honestly don't know. And I'm curious, guys. I don't think this is a case knife, this big one here. Oh, it is. Look at that. Holy cow. Stockman. I'll be darned. That's a beautiful knife. Look at that. Let's get that one cleaned up too. Let's just get all these queued up. I can't wait to find out a little bit more about that one. Whew, this is bad. I knew it was going to be. I just didn't know it was going to be this bad. Oh, that one's real bad. This one's boogered up pretty good, guys. I like the flag on that one. This is a large toothpick. Oh my goodness. This one's crudded up pretty bad too, guys. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. I'll bring the camera down. Let y'all have a look at that and see what I'm dealing with. It's like a, I don't know what to call it. It didn't stick to the bone or the Delrin. It just stuck to the metal. And luckily, I don't think there's anything there that could have, well, it could have, I guess, of the off-gassing or whatever. Who knows? I don't have a clue. I'm just trying to save some old pocket knives, as Doc would say. Another Stockman. I'm pretty happy with these. And if I paid around that for all those, whoo, I got a good deal for myself. I bought them from myself later in life. So I put them in that case probably in 2000, 2001. Maybe I picked up one in 2002 or something, who knows. And then I just kind of forgot about it. We moved, we built this house, and we built this in 01. So it got put in my back office way back there, and then my wife took my office over, and I had nowhere to display that display in the man cave. So what my goal is to replace that lining in there with something that's not going to be a, you know, a problem for the metal on the knives. Probably some type of fabric. And then what I'm going to do is come back and find a spot for it out here in the man cave, hopefully. All right, we got them all doctored up. Let's see. Let's start with the big boy, because I'd like to learn a little bit more about this one. It's doing a pretty good job. If she does, I'll just edit it, obviously, but picked up a case last night on Doc's auction on Whatnot from my high school year, 77. Pretty stoked about getting that one. He did a great job of restoring it. This is going to be a nice addition to my collection right here. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're cooking with gas there. Looks like we may have some on the blades on this one though. Let's see. Yeah, we got some stuff gook about here. I guess where it laid down inside that thing. So we're gonna have to do a little bit more polishing on this one. This has got crud all the way down the side. That blade looks okay. That blade needs a little love. Not much though. That blade's okay from the looks of it. Go ahead and polish up all this while we're at it. I'm not going to do a heavy coating. All right, cool beans. Looking pretty good, boys and girls. Steel wool sticking to everything. Try to get a cloth out. That's got that bulb wire pattern in that scale. I don't know if you guys picked up on that or not. We're going to go over all these blades with the sunshine cloth too. This thing, I don't know what it's got on it, but look at that blade once you're done with it. Go over these one more time, obviously. I'm not going to put them up like this long term. That looks pretty good. It's leaving a little bit of residue on it. I don't know what that is exactly. Steel wool. All right, that's gonna do a good job there. All right. Okay, I'd say out of a scale of 1 to 10, it's not too shabby. Take a look at that, guys. Isn't that a beautiful knife? So this is going to be the large Stockman. Toothpick, doctor's knife. Stockman yellow, that's that one. Stockman amber. And Delrin, or D. I don't know which one's which. This says DR amber. And this one just says amber. This one is the 6318 pattern, and this one is the 6347. And I'm not a real case guy, guys, so I don't know. These I got a little later too. Well, sugar. I guess what I'm going to have to do is some research online, because I don't have enough juice to know if that's right, wrong, or indifferent. So we'll put that over there for now. And this is the other Stockman they're talking about. It didn't refer to anything being white. So I don't know what we got going on here with this. But we'll get it figured out eventually. It's easier to get off the back than it is these bolsters. Shows you guys I know absolutely nothing about these. I need an expert like Wade or Doc or pretty much anybody else on the planet, because I'm gonna tell you, I'm not the guy that knows. That's turning out great. So let's see, the two Stockman, one was purchased, well, not purchased, it was made 9/22/03, and this one was made 3/22/04. So that one, whichever it is only 20 years old. Only 20 years old. I wish I was 20 again. Man, I don't know how you guys open and close all these knives all the time with your nails, but I get tore up. They look fine, so I'm not going to worry about them. I'm going to set this aside because I don't want to bore y'all with that. Look at this one, guys. This is the yellow Stockman, just for reference. And I put a note back here on the back side of this. Okay? So look at this. This yellow Stockman, which has got the composite scales on it. They haven't shrunk from what I can tell. Ooh. Alright, I don't want to get it too dirty. They look like they're in great shape. No splits or anything, so that's a good thing. Let me just get this cleaned up, then we'll talk about it a little bit more. I don't want this on this yellow too long. Alright, that looks pretty good. This yellow one did better. Anyway, so from the looks of my note on here, I bought this thing on eBay January 2nd of 2000, which makes sense because that's about a year and some change. $25.45 is what I paid for this one, guys. I don't know what it'd be worth today, but I'd have to say it'd be a little bit more than that. I'm not quite sure how much it'd be worth, but, and go figure, I can identify this one easily enough. It's about the only one in here I can. So that one goes there with that. Alright, we're moving along here. Large toothpick. Get her cleaned up. hateful, isn't it, guys? But I appreciate y'all sticking it out, coming along with the ride. Oh no, did I screw that one up? No, that's the bone, or the, we'll have to see what it is on the box. That's pretty. That almost looks like Appaloosa underneath there. That's beautiful. Blade's in good shape. Take a look at that, guys. Isn't that gorgeous? And it's got that American badge on it. United States of America's flag. All right, let's see. I got a note on one of these. The doctor's knife's got a note. Toothpick, Texas, white. That's that one. Okay, boys and girls. I knew I had one in here that I didn't have the box for. So it's going to be this one. No box-a-rooney for the large toothpick, so we can't figure out what we paid for that or look into it any further as far as dating goes. Well, we can look at the dots and the X's or whatever, but I'm not going to be able to do that right now because I don't have the right glasses on to see it. Let's see what we got here. Get this cleaned up. She looks pretty good. So that's the white toothpick. Nope, that's the doctor's white toothpick. Burnt white. So this was born on 02/20/01. Pattern number 610098. Stainless steel. So that's a pretty little guy too. That badge is tiny. The pins almost swallow the blade, the side of the whole thing up. That's pretty. All right. One last one here, boys and girls. We got the doc's knife, which shouldn't be too bad to clean up. Now that looks like Appaloosa to me as well, but again, I don't know anything. I'm lucky to even have these knives. I'm blessed. Look at that. That shined up pretty nice. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that one, guys. Isn't that pretty? So this one has a story. It was born on 10/23/01, doctor's knife, and it is PCK APPA, which I would say is Appaloosa, however you say it. Anyway, I bought this around the same time as the other one on eBay, 1/10/02, and I paid $36.10 for it. So I've got some baby dolls in here that I spent a whole lot of money on. Which one's y'all's favorite? Which one would you try to buy from me if they were up for sale, which they're not right now? I'm not saying they won't be at some point, but you never know. That was fun. That's all those knives there that will go into my inventory, my collection. I appreciate y'all hanging around and watching to this point. Probably bored some of y'all, but I think all in all, it's a pretty cool collection. I look forward to you guys coming back and spending some time with me next time. God bless each and every one of y'all. See you on the next video. Thanks for staying around.